So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so we got a big game tonight. The Brooklyn Nets will be taking on the Chicago Bulls at the United Center. This has been a long time coming. I've always wanted to get to these Bulls videos, but I just never got the time to get to them. So now I'm getting to them, and I'm going to give you all 3 keys to the game that the Bulls should do to be able to win this game. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video. Back at it with a new series. I'm going to try to start a new series. I'm gonna call this series Bulls, I'll name it like Bulls game preview and prediction. But basically, just the same as the Bears videos, we're gonna run down 3 keys that the Bulls this time should do to be able to win their games, key games. I'm only gonna pick key games that the Bulls play, because there's just way too many games in basketball to do it for every single game. So I'm gonna pick key games like tonight, key games that they can win against good teams, and do videos for those. Do videos for those teams. So, the first point I would say is get second chance. Stop the Brooklyn Nets from getting second chance points. The Pistons last night, even though the Bulls blew them out by 40, they got a lot of their points. In fact, some of their only way of scoring was from second chance points. Too many guys on the Bulls waiting for the rebound to come to them instead of going to get the ball. Now, that's all fine and good, but to win games, you have to get those 50-50 balls, those rebounds, and stop the other team from getting second chance points. And the Brooklyn Nets will take advantage of that if they can get some. I don't know how good they are of a rebounding team, but if LaMarcus Aldridge is playing, who had 2 very good games against the Bulls before, they're going to need some help on the boards. They're going to need to stop the Nets. They're going to have to make the Nets go one and done on one side of the floor. Make them take their shots. If they miss it, if they make it, cool. If they miss it, get the rebound, go up the other side of the court. Do not let them get multiple chances at scoring, because they will hurt you. Now, the second point that ties into the first one, if you give them multiple chances, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant will destroy you. I think the second key would have to be to slow them down by all means necessary. The Bulls defenders, especially like Lonzo Ball, and I don't know who they're gonna put on Kevin Durant. Javonte Green is not playing, so I suspect that Derrick Jones Jr. will have to play that role on stopping Kevin Durant. Whoever is guarding those two has a long night ahead of him. I think Lonzo will be okay. I think he can somewhat slow them down. You can never slow down Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but you can never stop them, but you can slow them down just a little bit, make them have an off night. Kevin Durant scored 40 the last time they played, I think, and they still lost. So slowing down those two would be key, because if you give them multiple chances to score, again, make them go one and done, and go up the other side, go up the other side of the floor. Stopping those two is key, and you have whoever's defending them, especially Lonzo Ball, you have a long night ahead of you. So I hope he takes that challenge. I think he will, and create some turnovers on these guys, and get points on fast breaks and stuff like that. So, with that being said, this ties into the next point, is that while you can defend the Brooklyn Nets, I don't think the Brooklyn Nets can defend you. And what I mean by that is you have to make the Brooklyn Nets play committed defense. The Brooklyn Nets are a good team. They're 3rd in the East, if I'm not mistaken. The standings are changing every day, so I don't know who's 2nd or 3rd right now, but I'm gonna guess the Brooklyn Nets are 2nd in the East. So, with that being said, they're a good team, but they're not a very good defensive team. They play no defense whatsoever. All their wins come by outscoring the other team. Now, that works when the other team on the other side doesn't play very good defense either. But against the Bulls, they play pretty good defense. on most nights. You know, they're without their two best defenders, and Javonte Green and Alex Caruso. Well, I won't say that they're two best, but one of their best defenders in Alex Caruso. But Lonzo Ball can still step up and do that challenge. But can Kyrie Irving defend Zach LaVine? Can Kyrie Irving defend DeMar DeRozan? Can Kevin Durant defend either of those guys? Maybe in spots, but not consistently. DeMar DeRozan has been an MVP candidate, point blank, period. Zach LaVine has been, maybe another MVP candidate. They're both all-star guards. They're not going to be able to guard you on the other end, especially in transition. So when you get out in transition, you have to punish the Nets in transition by getting points in transition. And go to the rim often. Take those guys off the dribble and go to the rim often. That will open spots for your shooters on the court, on the elbow and stuff, and in the corners. And they're not going to be able to stop it. You know, DeMar DeRozan, he can get to his spot at almost any time. He can get to his spot, and the thing about DeMar DeRozan is that he can have a bad first 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden, the fourth quarter comes, bam. He's that good. He's that focused when it comes in the fourth quarter. And Zach LaVine too. They're the highest scoring duo in the fourth quarter, and I think that's how they beat the Nets the last time they played them. DeMar DeRozan went off in that fourth quarter. They couldn't stop him. Zach LaVine went off, the third quarter? They couldn't stop him. So you have to make the Brooklyn Nets stop you. I'm pretty sure they can stop them somewhat, slow them down somewhat, but I don't think the Brooklyn Nets can slow down Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, or even Nikola Vucevic if they get him involved. So, I think the Brooklyn Nets will have their work cut out for them as well, because they do not play good defense, and I think the Bulls can take advantage of that. That being said, I think it should be a good game. I got the Bulls winning 120-116. I think it should be a very high-scoring game, very entertaining game, but I think DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine will get it done, especially when it comes to the fourth quarter. I think that's when the game will be won in the fourth quarter. Midway through the fourth quarter, that's when I think the game will be won. So, with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Give your prediction in the comment section. I will be reading them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the channel grow. Make sure you like this video. Follow me on social media. Share this video with your friends. And I'm out. Peace.